like a Cylon.
I mean, everyone from the band, everyone likes the whole sci-fi movies and everything. So I think it's been inspired by a lot of different movies. I think Transformers was a great movie, and but we just saw 2012, which is a great movie. So everyone go in the cinema and watch this movie because it's just awesome. And I think we are really into those movies, and we really like those stuff. So yeah, I think it's inspired by a lot of different things.
Oh, that's nice to know. That's nice that it doesn't just come from like one inspiration and everything.
Yeah. Well, speaking of movies, have you guys watched Avatar?
No, not so far, but we definitely want to do this.
Cool. What else? What are the other movies out there? How about, have you guys watched Inglourious Bastards?
No.
No, you're not going to watch that movie?
It's really hard for us to go in the cinema, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, it's just...
I can imagine.
Yeah, that's true. That kind of must suck, though, yeah?
Yeah, you can't go out in public too much.
Yeah, but do you guys watch 2012?
Yeah, we did
with
John Cusack, right?
Isn't that a great movie? I love it so much.
It was.
That was a great movie.
So wait, do you guys go out a lot? I mean, like, because obviously, like, a lot of bands have, like, reputations that, they party like rock stars and everything, and in all rights and respects, you guys are rock stars. I mean, so do you guys go out and party like rock stars?
Sometimes, but I think, when you're on tour, you can't do that because I think it's a really hard and tough schedule to play every night, and we definitely want to give our fans 100%. So I think on tour you have to get your sleep and everything, and I think it's just important to stay healthy and to do that. But we definitely go to party. But believe me, I think we had a lot of very dirty and very loud and big parties, and I think also in the future we will have that.
That's very nice to know. That, rock stars are still partying like rock stars.
Hey, so when you come over to the Philippines, you have to look for us, and then we're gonna take you out.
Right, sounds like a plan.
And trust me, we party pretty hard here. Alright, so this is yet another random question, courtesy of Francesca.
Hey!
Because it's just you guys know of David Hasselhoff, right?
Yes.
Because we heard he was really big
in Germany. Yeah, that's what we heard. And like, if I remember correctly, when the Berlin Wall was being brought down, he was actually singing while the live newscast was going on. So, are you guys in any way like influenced by David Hasselhoff?
I mean, I think it's just George. Yeah. They say he's a fan of David Hasselhoff's dance move. Yeah. It's like a rumor that David Hasselhoff is big in Germany. It's like a rumor for everyone. I think that's a long time ago.
But not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, definitely not.
It's okay. It's all right. We feel for George. It's all right. We'll like David Hasselhoff.
You know what? We like David Hasselhoff either way.
Hey, well, baby. All right. Hey, Charm, do you have any more questions?
I just have one request. Because, a lot of fans are listening to RX 93.1 right now, and they would just die. It will knock their socks off if you can do this one thing for us. Are you ready?
Yeah.
They're just
if
waiting.
it's okay, could you greet us in our language? We'd like you to say, it's like, hey, we're in Tokyo Hotel, but it's in Filipino.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Try to teach me.
It's mabuhay.
Mabuhay?
Yes. Kami ang Tokyo Hotel.
Mabuhay kami ang Tokyo Hotel.
Good job! That was awesome. Not bad at all. And you know what? Okay, so from like a personal request. You gotta say this, and in direct translation, this actually means Gino, you're handsome, and Fran, you're pretty. So you gotta say Pogi ka Gino, and then Maganda ka Fran.
We'll start with Gino.
Gaga Fran.
Maganda.
Close enough.
Yeah, thank you. All right, okay, wait. Let's talk about your album. Now this is only your second English release. You guys have had like other releases, but in your native tongue. And it's doing pretty well. Tell us something about the album now that's out.
I think, it was really important for this record to have, enough time to be creative and just, write new stuff, because our first thing it came out was 15, and I recorded Monsoon when I was 13 years old.
Whoa.
And we played it, so often, and we were on tour with this record and with this stuff for such a long time. So it was really time for us to, to do something new, and and to also try something new out, kind of a new sound and everything. So it was really time to experience in the studio, and we definitely did that. And we are really, really happy with this record, and I think it's a new sound for Tokyo Hotel, but I think it is still Tokyo Hotel. But it's a really mixture. It's really a mixture on this album. We have really electronic stuff like Dogs Unleashed, and we have very simple stuff with piano and just vocals on Zoom Into Me, and so it's really a mixture on this record. And Tom and me, we co-produced this album, which was a nice experience, and we definitely want to do that in the future. And it's the best Tokyo album you've ever had. Yeah.
But you say that about every album that you come up with, because, you can only get better, right?
All right, Humanoid is the album. First they started with Automatic, and then currently, guys, we're playing your latest single, World Behind My Wall, which is an awesome, awesome song.
Thank you.
Oh, right. I actually have a question. Was it hard for you to transition from because obviously you started out with German albums, and then now that you're moving worldwide and translating into English, was it difficult for you to transition to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think that there was a really big challenge for us, because as you can hear, our English is not that good. We just know some words from our school time.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
English than to speak. Yeah, it's easier. Definitely, it's easier to write lyrics than to speak. But I think it was a big challenge to translate everything. And for me, it was. I'm a perfectionist, really, and I wanted to sound like a native speaker and not someone who just, tries to speak English or to sing English. So it really took some time in the studio for the first record to record songs in English, because I always, sang in German, so it was a kind of a new experience for me. But, I really enjoy it, and I can't decide which language I prefer. I like German and I like English, and I feel really comfortable with everything. So yeah, it's kind of funny to have two versions of every song.
Maybe you should just do like a crazy mashup of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you invite all of our, basically the Filipino listeners out here to get a copy of your new album, tell them all about where you guys are going to be and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, for us, I think the European tour is coming up, so for the next days we're definitely in the studio, and we fly to London, so that's when we see our our stage for the first time. Yeah. And it's a huge production. I think it's the biggest Tokyo Hotel production ever, and the biggest tour, so we are really excited about that. And I think for the next day it's just studio and rehearsing, and then I think the tour. It's just, 4 weeks, then we have the kickoff for the tour.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so for everybody out there, once again, Humanoid is already out.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second English album for Tokyo Hotel. You can get it in stores near you. All right, so thank you very much, Bill and Tom.
Thank you, Bill and Tom. Hopefully
Thank you guys so much.
Hopefully you guys can take that beautiful stage here to the Philippine shores soon.
Yeah.
On behalf of your fans out here. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
So there you go, guys of Tokyo Hotel, Bill and Tom, of course. Once again, their album is out. It's called Humanoid, second English album for Tokyo Hotel.